Do hospitals scare you at all?
I don't like being in them. They smell weird to me. They have like a weird like chemically smell. The fluorescent lighting, it's very like analog horror type. Like it's got like the the big fat guardrails for people to walk on that are like it's just
people like
and
random
they're just
people
long
in the
hallways and then
stretchers.
like you hear weird noises.
Oh, you're not going to mention that you faint.
Oh yeah. Sometimes like the stimuli of everything just gets to me, and bro, I'll just like pass out.
In the hospital?
Mm-hmm. Now I had a neck injury and I went to the hospital and they were taking an X-ray. I'm standing up in the X-ray room, but it was just like I guess I was just overwhelmed. I have a physiological reaction to so much of that stimuli. Like I didn't feel it that much emotionally. Like I wasn't like scared to be there or nothing.
Yeah.
But when I'm standing there, it just got to be a lot. Like I was just like, oh shit, and started getting tunnel vision. Like next thing I know, I wake up, I'm sitting on a stool. There's like a couple other nurses in the room. I'm like, yo, it feels horrible too. Have you ever passed out?
No.
Dude, it feels terrible because like your heart is racing. You feel extremely nauseous. Your body, you start sweating, and then you're like, you just kind of like are semi-conscious. Mm-hmm. It's like it's weird.
All the years I've known, I didn't know you went through. You fainted in a hospital.
I fainted in a hospital like several times.
Really?
Yeah, but it's weird though. It's weird. It's like sometimes it's only ever once per trip, and it's not every time, and it's not like necessarily tied to anything. Like sometimes I get needles, it's no problem, but like when I went in, same thing. Like I almost passed out because like I got the needle in my hand, and she did something. I don't know what she did, but she punctured something. My whole hand is bruised. Like I've got yellow, like all up my hand, because from how they stuck it in there. But they did something where they like, I don't know. But anyway, that was fine. And then I was just looking at it, and I was just talking to her about like, so like the IV goes in, like whatever. I can't remember what I was saying, but then I was like, oh, and it was just I got this whole thing
going on. Went dark.
Well, I was like, I let her know. I was like, yo, like, yeah, I think I like. You can feel it coming on. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it was crazy.
And they experience it a lot, so they know how to handle it, I'm sure. Yeah. Especially when taking blood and stuff.
Yeah, they had me like smell a alcohol wipe and some other stuff, but it took me about a minute and a half. I was straight, but
I did not know that was a thing. For me, bro, it's like I don't know, it's just like the eeriness of a hospital. It's like
people die in there all the time.
Yeah, death and just
people are in pain in there.
It's associated with sickness.
Yeah, there's sickness everywhere. Like if you are horribly sick, that's where you go.
I don't know what it is about like when I walk past the door and I see like an old person just sitting in the room watching TV, and like they got these like nasty trays of food. Yeah, just hospitals are like we need them, but like bro, I obviously want to spend as less time as possible in there.
Well, I don't understand why are hospitals? Why do they all look like that? Like why are there no more hospitals that feel way more inviting? Like maybe there's high-end hospitals that we just that are out of our budget range or something.
Is it the opposite though? Like. Because you got like the big hospitals like Erlanger and stuff.
Like, but those all look like that.
I'm saying, but then you got the small like clinics, like the one I go to. Sometimes it'll just be like sometimes it'll legit be like a old house turned into a hospital. Mm. But even when you get in the back though.
What I'm saying though, have you ever been in a hospital that looks like great interior design?
No.
Where you feel like comfortable and homely. Like I've been in dental offices like that. Because they got to make you feel comfortable and stuff.
That's a good point.
But like in a hospital, it's like nah. Like they're like the wallpaper. It's always like some like light pink like flower. If there's any like it's just like old. Everything looks old.
Yeah, that's
and,
a good point. It is true. Like I guess because like some of them are choice. Like going to the dentist sometimes for the most part is a choice. Going to a therapist or going to a massage I don't know but the hospital is like people just got to be in there, so maybe they're just like, we don't care.
That's crazy though, because that's the most nerve-wracking place. Like, hey, if you want to be a good hospital, like, make it feel nicer. You know what I'm saying? Calm people down.
Especially when
it doesn't. So I don't feel calm when you just got like the buzzing of ugly ass fluorescent bulbs and long hallways and
phones going off
and those doors that just like the double doors that like lock close that you have to have somebody at a front
desk every single time.
And, like,
people in the lobby just like babies crying and stuff. It's a very dark place.
Yeah, dude.
The hospital is hell, I think. No.
I don't know if I'd go that far.
No, but it is kind of crazy. It's like, it does. Like you said, back rooms. Like it does have a back room vibe to it.
Facts.
Yeah, baby, need top 5 when I'm done going mental. Yeah, I'm locked in. You can peep my credential. I'm in the lab all winter, all summer. Yeah, I went dumb. Now I'm about to go dumb and throwing way more numbers on the board on mama.